folks. Welcome back to another episode, Walk the Talk Style, a podcast where we like to come together, all walks of life, all agents, to share industry experience. It doesn't matter what brand, what network you come from. We want to collaborate with everybody to hear about your journey, your story, your marketplace, what you're doing, what's working, what's not working. A centralized platform where we all can be united as one together as real estate agents. And today we're joined by an absolute beautiful soul that I'm so privileged to have on today's episode. Ellen Ravello, welcome.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, great to be here. Yeah,
absolutely my privilege. Thanks for making time in your day. Ellen recently, or is actually the most recent capping agent in EXP. And I know a little bit about Ellen. I know her history, where she's come from and where she's at today. And it's a beautiful story that continues to blossom. I'm so proud of where you're at today. But for the viewers that don't know you, give us a little bit of background, who you are, where you've come from, what your marketplace is, and what you do, all things real estate.
My background is entertainment, so a long time.
Yep.
Got my children involved. We had a touring, traveling show like the Partridge Family.
Okay.
Called the Janzon.
Cool.
The kids, after years and years, the kids decided to go in different directions, and I started in real estate about 8 years ago.
Okay.
And
so what's that? That's about 2015?
About that?
2014?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Worked for a lot of agencies.
Yep.
I had some, bosses that, look, I just didn't really agree with the way that they worked.
Yep.
I was looking after their offices most of the time, and for absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Zero. Anyhow, look, joined EXP, and I just cannot tell you how grateful I am to be with a company that looks after their, not only their like agents, but it's just amazing.
Cool.
The support, the training, the staff, the head office staff, which are all in Queensland. I'm on the Central Coast, you're South Australia.
Yep.
All of our colleagues are we're like family, aren't we, Chris?
We absolutely are. It's a beautiful collaboration of unity that we have. So tell me a little bit about when you work for other real estate businesses, like were they, because I know the Central Coast really well. I'm a former Central Coast kid myself. Were they traditional franchises? Were they independents? What were predominantly the way you're inducted to the industry?
Yeah, traditional franchises.
Okay.
So in the office, bosses would always sort of go out and do things, make me look after the office, which I grew a lot of their businesses because I was local as well, so I knew a lot of people in the area.
Okay.
Until one of my bosses said, "Oh, if you get that one's mine because it's where the office was."
Yep.
You don't do that. You give a little to get a little. It just got my back a bit. And thought, your boss doesn't do that.
Yeah. So you're a sales agent, but you're also running the operations of the office. It's by the sounds of it, you're supporting the...
No. I wasn't really running the operations of the office, but I was,
supporting the principal or the business owner a lot, were you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No problems. So throughout your journey over the last 8 years, what was the trigger point for you that sort of went, you know what? I want to do this myself. I want to go out my own. And what made you to start looking at options? What were the trigger points?
I was also looking after my mum with dementia for 8 years.
Okay.
So got into a lot of debt.
Yep.
I had a $60,000 credit card plus another, 10,000 personal loans. So 70 grand, you're paying like over $1,000 interest every month.
Wow.
Went out of real estate for about 8 months, went and got another job caring for people.
Okay.
I'm pretty passionate. So
I
thought I'd try that industry. And then I just something tweaked and I was like, I want to really try and start up my own real estate business. So
Okay.
I was thinking along the lines, of, doing something on my own, but I now know that would have been impossible.
Yeah.
EXP handles all the trust accounts for you, all the admin, all the support, and we just basically do what a real estate agent does.
Yeah.
We go out and get the work. We do our own marketing, but head office do run the marketing with regards to internet and all of that side of things. But yeah, look, the support is amazing and wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. I've now got my husband, Gabe, who is teaming up with me. And
Awesome.
so, yeah, it's really exciting. I love working with him. Fantastic.
That's brilliant. So you've gone from working through a number of different offices in a franchise network, obviously felt like maybe you're just getting burnt a little bit in sense of not building for yourself. It probably got you out of the industry by the sounds of it. You got burnt out of the industry. And it's a common story, Ellen. Like, a number of sales associates that I've got on my team, they're in a similar position, work for traditional offices, got worked incredibly hard to the bone, to the point that 2 years into getting into the industry, they're like, I'm out, I'm checking out, I need to get out of this. And fortunately, we were able to sort of intercept that at a certain pivotal time in their life. And that's why I call it trigger points, where we're able to say, look, before you leave the industry, you've obviously got some talent and skill set there. Why don't you look at this model? It's a low cost bolt-in subscription model, give you all the tools and platforms and systems and support you need. And you can cancel any time. So you can give it a crack. And in 6 months' time, hey, hopefully you're capping like Ellen just has, and we'll talk about that in a moment. If you don't, you just leave and you're not losing anything apart from $220 a month at the end of the day.
That's right.
So, and fortunately for those guys and girls, we've resuscitated many careers just purely by being able to say, for $220 a month, have a crack. We'll help you. We'll give you all the systems, the support that you need, and let's see where we land with this. Whereas, you're not parting ways with 40 or 50 or 55% to have that same opportunity. So,
normally being with EXP, it's 75%.
Yes.
So, I was only on 50% the whole time working with other agencies. Like 75% is even amazing. That's amazing.
Well, let's talk about that, right? What areas do you predominantly service from a real estate point of view right now?
I service McMaster's Beach, Copacabana and Kincumber.
Yep.
I'm doing a lot of work in Kincumber at the moment.
Beautiful.
So I've had some really great sales in Kincumber, and that has sort of triggered, the let's get Ellen in. So,
yeah,
which is great.
So I've seen you've sold some sexy luxe properties, like really just top end stuff. Like, what's your medium sale price? What's the average sale price for you in your area?
1.5, I'd say.
1.5. Yeah, excellent. And what would you say, like, if I'm a real estate agent, maybe I'm seeing this somewhere in my Google search or YouTube search, say they're an agent that's similar in and around your area, what would the average commission deal be for an agent that's operating in your area? What's the norm?
50%.
50% split. So 50% to agent, 50% to business owner.
Yeah.
Cool. Now you've just said you're an EXP, you're on 75%, but you've just become the most recent EXP capping agent here in Australia. Tell us what that entails exactly for any local agents to your area that might be looking at this.
Well, it entails 100% commission.
100% commission. How's this possible? How's it possible?
Let me ask you, how is that possible, Chris?
Well, what do you have to do to get to 100%? So you're at 75%. So what's the threshold that you're at 75 to 100%?
It's just 100,000 GCI.
Okay.
So, and that's not that hard to do.
Yeah.
Especially in this area. It's I've done it in 4 months. I just feel like, wow, how did I do that? I don't stop working. We work 7 days a week, but we don't. I must admit, I take my time. I don't have a boss out there, with the whip saying, you've got to come back every day with 20 contacts and knock on 100
doors. You got to knock on 100 doors today, Ellen, and bring in this much data. And by the looks of it, you might work 7 days in production. I'm sure when you say 7 days, you probably mean you're readily available 7 days, but really you're working from your home, your gorgeous home right now, which you've transformed into your business.
Yeah. And I can sit with my dogs and keep my dogs company and take them out letterbox dropping.
Yeah.
And you know, look, when I say working 7 days a week, I don't class 2 hours walking, you know, with my dogs doing letterbox drops. That's not working, but it is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Time. And Sundays, look, we try to have that Sundays off, but
Yep.
I am available if need be, and I'm always checking emails and, you know, just doing marketing and advertising and social media to try and sort of, you know,
yeah,
get up
working to the ideal week. So just to clarify, anybody that might be watching this that knows of Ellen or works in a similar area as Ellen, just to clarify, so Ellen is on 75% commission split, so 75% to Ellen, 25% to EXP. However, once she caps, she then no longer pays out any further commission to EXP, and that capping point is $100,000 GCI and gross income earnings. So a question we should be asking every agent, as I am, Ellen, is at what level of GCI do you have to write before you cap and you no longer have to pay out to an external party?
Exactly.
And it's here. It's here. It's revolutionizing the industry.
Yeah.
Capping commission.
I've got 8 months till my anniversary.
Wow.
100%. So I'm just like, yeah, wow. If I can, who knows what's going to happen with that in that 8 months?
Yeah.
We'll see. We should talk in 8 months' time and see what happened. Right? You know, anything is our guess, because we don't know what's happening with the market. We don't know whether, you know, the market will slow, but it is slowing. But look, I just sold a little 3-bedroom villa for 1.2, and yeah, that's pretty exciting, and they're over the moon. Where all the other agents were saying 850, 900. So I'm working that street very well now. Just
brilliant. Brilliant. And that's, you know, that's what I love about, from what I've seen of your business and yourself, is you're very methodical. You take your time. You're very present. You're not just about the next listing, the next business opportunity. Your business model is absolutely focused around quality, and everything you do and touch, it looks stunning. But what a great story. 8 months, you're going to be on 100%. The projection is that if you continue to write the same numbers you have in the last 4 months, you're going to keep $200,000 essentially if you do the same numbers. Whereas most agents, if they wrote that same $200,000 in gross income, they're going to keep about $100,000, not taking into consideration any franchise or royalty fees that come off the top. So the difference is going to be, in that next 8 months, you're probably going to keep somewhere between $100,000 to $120,000 more in your pocket than in a traditional, you know, franchise type model and system. Now, I don't know what $100,000 does to your bank account, Ellen, in a 12-month period, an 8-month period. I know what it would do for me and my family. This is the power of these.
Yeah,
sorry,
I might have some dollars in our account.
Yes.
And in the red, you know. It is hard when you've got credit cards, and I'm saying to my kids, don't get any credit cards, you know, because it's hard to pay them back.
Yeah.
And it's taken, like, seriously, probably the last 10 years to get on top of it.
Yeah.
And I just can't tell you how grateful I am to be with EXP and what they've done for us.
Well, let's touch on that. Like, what you would have been looking around when you were looking at starting out on your own. Obviously, you didn't want to go back to working for somebody else. You wanted to be able to work for yourself, but you didn't want to take all the risk on to opening a shop front and a store and a, you know, bricks and mortar business. Yeah. What were the key factors that made you go, EXP is the way I want to go? What were the main things that resonated with you?
Look, I just looked at the model, the main thing, and speaking to our accountant and saying you don't want to get involved in trust accounts too hard. You've been there, you've operated.
Yeah, I don't miss those days. I don't miss them.
Oh, just even trying to do the licenses with trust accounts in the assignments was like, oh my God. Yeah. And my husband, he's a bit of a maths freak. You know, he's a numbers guy, and I'm just so seriously, just keep saying it. I love it. I love EXP and what they're doing for us. And also the support, the training. We've got, you know, Emily Geary, who handles all the contracts, and Kirsten that handles on all the onboarding and helps us with all of that side of things, and anything else we need. She's also working in marketing now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and you and Bjorn and our licensee John McTavish, and then we have Rob over in Western Australia, who's on board with anything we need as well. Emily Morgan, there's so many. Hope I haven't forgotten anyone.
No. So yeah, just to explain, those viewers that are looking, look, we have full VA supports. All our agents, Ellen included, have virtual assistant supports. As she mentioned, Kirsten's our onboarding. She takes care and holds all our agents' hand before day one and after day one. She does all your IT, all your systems. You don't have to worry about that. Transferring all your data, all your intellectual property, sold results, reviews, it's all done. Emily, contract to settlement processing, you don't have to worry about that. That's taken care of. We've got a finance team that do all your trust receipting, take care of all your trust accounts. Then you got licensees like myself in each state where we look after compliance and growth, so that you as an agent just can list, market, negotiate and sell. Can I ask you, $100,000 GCI in 4 months, do you have a personal assistant? I mean, I know you mentioned Gabe's coming on board now, but do you have any personal PAs, administrators that are working with you in your business right now?
No.
There you go.
Not yet.
Okay. So you're on track to write about 300 GCI this year without any personal assistants, administrators, just by utilizing and leveraging the functionalities we've got with virtual assistants that are based here in Australia. Yeah. And that's incredibly powerful. And you get to do it all from the comfort of your home whilst running your business your way. How cool is that?
That's right. Look, how cool is this? And I get sick and tired of being on the computer.
Go on. Take us on the tour.
Make a cup of tea and I just come out and sit out here.
What a office.
Excuse the yucky towels and mats. It's been raining a lot here, and yeah, just chill a bit. You know, you can't do that in an office.
No. You know, so that's your outlook every day as you're working away. Beautiful pool. Beautiful green shrub, natives in the background. No, I would never ever want to commute to an office again if I had to leave that.
No way. Who would want to? Like, seriously, who would want to sit in an office and listen to all the other stuff that's going on? You know, we're just focused. We're focused on what we're doing, and I just think that's a big plus too, being able to you know, just focus on our own business, our own clients. I spend a lot of time having cups of teas and coffees with my clients. I take them out for lunch and do lots of things like that every day. Where I was told by my bosses, don't you dare stop and have a coffee with or a cup of tea with, you know, anyone. And I'm like, really? How are we supposed to build relationships?
I love it because I have the same key line where I get clients and they say, where's the office? And I say, I don't actually have one because I go to the people. So why don't I come to your house, or perhaps I'll take you out somewhere and I'll buy you lunch and we can chat over lunch and a cold drink or something. And the feedback I've got, like when people actually realize we work from home, I mean, at the end of the day, we are humans, right? We do have lives, when we do have families, and we've got a home that we go to.
We have a lifestyle.
But they're like, oh, that's really cool. No, I'm happy if you come to my house. Or do you know what I mean? It's like, you don't need an office anymore. Like, we go to the people, everything's done online.
Even when I was in an office, I used to meet, you know, clients and sign contracts and that at the Crown Plaza or, you know, shops. So we don't need an office.
Yeah. So Ellen, Gabe's coming into the business, a husband and wife powerhouse duo. Sounds like you've come from being in the industry to getting out, maybe a little bit burnt out of the industry, to now coming in wanting to do things your own way. You've gone from having some debt to getting yourself into a better financial position. You're creating a lifestyle of abundance through this model. So let's talk about that lifestyle, like hubby and wife working together. What does that look like for you guys?
Well, we love it. We love it. We get to go to the beach. We walk with the dogs when we can. We've got a big property here, so we spend a lot of time in the garden. Actually, in saying that, we've just been able to afford to get a gardener in. So
brilliant.
That's just an added bonus. because with all the rain that we've had in the last, few months, it's just become overgrown. And basically spending time together. We just spend more time together. It's we love it. Coming from, having 3 children, and now we're empty nesters.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. We do have a lifestyle working with EXP.
I think one of the beautiful silver lining gifts COVID brought to all of us was the opportunity to spend more time together at home with our loved ones. And I think a lot of people overlook that. In fact, I was talking to Bjorn about this the other day, and he's like, I just don't get why agents wouldn't want to work from home and they want to go to an office. He goes, it's like they don't want to spend time with their wife or their kids. And I just don't get that. And I totally get it, because I'm a dad and a husband, and as is he. And I'm like, I don't either, because any opportunity, whether it's an extra hour that I can buy a day to be with my child at home while still having these skills and the tools and resources to be able to still run my business on the side, I'm going to claim that hour to be with my child at home versus the hour drive toing and froing and losing that hour. And it's a common thing we get. A lot of agents say, I need an office, but my question is, well, is your wife, being at home with your wife or your kid, not just as valuable, if not more, like it is in my books?
That's right. And look, we were actually going to, we would have been in Melbourne at this very moment. We could take a week off and go to Melbourne, just like you're traveling around at the moment.
Yeah.
We're just going to go down and visit our daughter, which we haven't been down to see where she lives yet, only because of COVID and everything else. But we ended up not going because our other daughter went to Bali, so we're babysitting the dog and the cat. And, we'll get around that and just plan another, spare moment where we can go for a week and take a few days off.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
And you can't do that in an office environment, because you've got to get someone else to, look after all of your stuff when you can do it online. It's fine.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm on the road, as you know, and I had 12 settlements booked in between leaving South Australia to now in WA, and I still managed to affect each settlement. The team helped me with that. I still listed properties, transacted properties, did contracts, all whilst on the road.
Wow.
People are now of the era where they just want the result, and they don't care how you do it. Just get me the result. Like, whether you're in an office or you're online or you're in the cloud or you're virtual, just get me the result, make the experience good and easy and seamless and positive. And that's why these cloud-based brokerages like ours are really transforming the game, So we're incredibly blessed to have you and Gabe coming on to our team, obviously, as well. We love your energy. You're an absolute, you've got a heart of gold. I'm really enjoying watching your journey continue to blossom, because I know the pain points. I remember our first conversations before EXP when you first started, and it's just great to see you now there. If I was an agent in your area right now watching this, or maybe outside of this area, and I might have some fear around making a change, like, what would be your words of advice, and what would be your encouragement?
I would just contact me, come and have a chat and have a coffee, and we can just run through the whole onboarding program as well. It's if I can do it, anyone can do it. I can assure you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, that's great, Ellen. Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate the opportunity to catch up with you. We know how incredibly busy you are based on the numbers that you're writing. Congratulations on your first EXP Icon. You're on the journey to becoming a EXP Icon agent. You've capped now. That's the next chapter, but we'll save that for another podcast, because I'm going to be checking in with you in about 3 months' time, and we're going to see what 100% absolutely looks like for you 3 months down the track from today. So thanks for joining us, guys and girls. Thanks, Ellen, for joining us on this episode. Appreciate your time. And until the next episode, Walk the Talk Style, it's bye for now.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Ellen.